All right, so Dave and I are at Cutter Aviation in
Mongolian Air Park?
no, not Mongolian Air Park. We left Mongolian yesterday for just a quick half-hour flight, but we're in the Twinkie, and if you guys remember, this thing hadn't flown in, I think it was 21 years. Obviously, if we're out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, this thing flew yesterday. Well, and I think the day before that a little bit.
We just did some extensive runs on the airplane. We did our prop cycle, we did our idle check, we did full power run. About to go do the first test flight. I'm pretty confident in the airplane. We cleared up a lot of the roughness just now, and it's beautiful weather for this. We're gonna get flying before we lose our daylight.
Pat here, it's Mogi on. Everything looks good so far. I gave him a briefing on the airport in Shello and the roads around here. So we'll be out of here shortly. How's it fly, Dave?
That's one of the coolest airplanes I've flown.
Really?
And I didn't even touch the turbos today. So just the way this thing flies is like, I'm really impressed.
The Comanche series was probably, in my opinion, the best of the Piper series.
Oh man, that was fun. I can't wait to fly this thing for another 10 hours.
We're getting ready to take off, and we're gonna fly all the way from New Mexico to the Rescue Hangar. Hopefully, we don't have any issues, but the whole crew, Alex and Mac and Dave and the mayor of Mongolian Air Park, Pat, was a huge help. Let's go.
Jason, we gotta talk.
What's this for? We work hard here every day at Rebuild Rescue, and I must be getting a little stinky. That's why I'm excited to be partnering with Mando, full-body deodorant that works on armpits, packages, and feet. Mando was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. You need better scent protection than just taking a shower with soap. Soap never keeps you smelling fresh during a long day at work, and that's why you always need to use deodorant on your armpits. But why don't we use it on the rest of our bodies too? Mando is clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor was a level 5 out of 10. With Mando, it was a level 0 out of 10. Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day, and it controls odor for a full 72 hours. Most deodorants are heavy in fragrance and light on odor control, not Mando. Mando is powered by acidified technology, and it controls odor safely wherever you put it. It stops odor way before it ever starts. You can choose from 4 scents: Bourbon Leather, Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, and my favorite, Pro Sport. They also have unscented. The solid stick glides on smooth, and the invisible cream, well, it rubs on like a lotion, making wherever you put it really simple. With over 200,000 5-star reviews and a 60-day guarantee, you can rest assured that you'll be happy with Mando. For new customers, it comes with a full-size stick deodorant, cream deodorant, tube, or spray deodorant, 2 free products like the wipes or mini body wash, free US shipping, and just for my followers, Mando is offering an extra $5 off when you order through the link in the description below and enter code RRESCUE, 2R, at checkout. That's a deal of over 40% off. Hey, Uncle Ted, you ready to go out in this rescue?
Yes, but don't be the stinky friend. Get Mando.
So what do you think, Dave? You ready?
Yeah, it's cold.
It is cold. We're in New Mexico. It's supposed to be warm out here. It is definitely freezing. So we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna get this warmed up. Hopefully the heat works. Otherwise, Dave and I are both bundled up and we're ready to go. I think it's gonna be a beautiful flight. We have a whole bunch of just kind of precautions we have to follow because, well, it's been a long while since this thing really had its legs stretched. We had a good hour-and-a-half flight yesterday, but we got about 9 hours and there's weather coming. So
Yeah, we might end up stopping in the Midwest.
Yeah, we might stop somewhere. We're gonna kind of come up behind it, but yeah, excited to get this thing home. Excited to have another one of these old airplanes rescued. So we do got a little bit of weather to contend with. If everything works out right, it'll get past where we're going. If it doesn't work out, we'll have to stop somewhere maybe around Ohio or Pittsburgh. We're not going to fly this one at night. We're going to use precaution. We're going to stay within glide distance as much as possible. It's flown a couple hours now, and it's been checked over multiple times, but it's just always good to be safe. So yeah, should be a good flight. It'll be interesting. What do you think?
Let's get this long day started.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day.
Hopefully these jets will get out of our way.
I don't think that ever happens.
We'll set our mixtures a little higher, make sure the props are pulled forward. Check the trim, that's okay. Flaps will be up, doors are locked. Seatbelts on.
Yep. Let's give this a full power run up. I want to see what it does. One of the things that a full power run up shows you is if the engine is making full power, and we definitely want to know that we're making full power every time before we take off. It also lets the engine run a little bit longer than a normal mag check or process would take, and it burns more fuel. So we're going to get anything out of there, and we're going to know if everything is working 100% perfect.
Hey, why is this thing all torn apart?
Oh, well, we'll talk about that later.
Albuquerque Tower, Twin Comanche 7520 Yankees, ready to go on 3 at this time.
We've got perfect fuel flow, everything, RPM is good, all the instruments are good over here, so we're off. We're out of here. First leg is going to take us right here from Albuquerque right over to Elk City, where we landed just a few days ago in the Comanche 250. So we're taking the same route because it's the safest way to do it. But man, this view, it looks absolutely amazing right here.
Albuquerque Tower 7520 Yankee, not good to change frequencies, departure 239.
November 20 Yankee, contact departure 123.9, or have a great day.
Thank you, you too, sir, 20 Yankee. Approach Twin Comanche 7520 Yankee, north out of Albuquerque, 7,500, climbing 1,500.
November 7520 Yankee, Albuquerque departure. Hello, your radar contact.
Roger, 20 Yankee, we'll be staying west of the mountains and turning east.
November 20 Yankee, roger, approved as requested, and you can turn on course whenever you need.
Thank you, ma'am, 20 Yankee. Dude, you gotta hear this controller, man. He sounds cute.
Oh.
Number 20 Yankee, contact Albuquerque Center 132.8. Have a good one.
32.8, have a good one too. 20 Yankee.
All right, everything's been going well. We're flying over Texas right now. We're about an hour and a half outside of Woodward, Oklahoma. So we're gonna stop there, check over the airplane, get some fuel, maybe have a bathroom break, but things are moving along well. And we're just cruising. We had the power turned back a bit to keep everything cooler at 144 knots. We're not using the turbos right now. We decided for this trip, we really don't need them. I mean, we are flying at about 11,000 feet, 11,500, but until we at least get a lot of hours on this bird and we can do testing, flying around above the airports, our home airports, just, you know, knock out all the stuff that can cause some issues. It's kind of hard there because I really want to turn the turbos on.
I know, I do too.
But we'll wait.
At least we got 2 engines over the mountain.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. If you look here, I mean, this green ring, that's our glide slope, and right now we have no airports around. So as we get out east here, you can see all of these little green things here. These are all airports with fuel, but also it's a good airport to land at. So, you know, right until we get here and kind of over here, you get a little bit more nervous. So.
Woodward traffic, Twin Comanche miles west, setting up left downwind 35. Woodward. Woodward traffic to Comanche base, final 35, Woodward.
Sometimes you gotta test the struts and make sure that they're... Yeah, so we're at West Woodward, Oklahoma. Yeah, good job. Fuel looks like it's over there. Looks good. Looks like we got about 4.5 in this one, and we got 5 in the other one. So we'll definitely add some oil, but for that flight, I think that's pretty good, especially considering how long it's been since this thing's been flown. But yeah, good to go. Get some oil in here. So these pistons in these airplanes are huge, and the rings, they're bigger than most anything. They're bigger than your car and your lawnmower and everything else. So these rings have to seat against these cylinders, or you're going to burn a ton of oil. You're going to burn more oil in an engine that hasn't run in a long time than in one that's ran periodically. So that was one of the reasons why we check the oil so much, and we just make sure that everything is perfect, and we got to know what that oil consumption is so we know how much we can fly before we have to land and check it. So now we want to see how much fuel we burned out of this on the way. So we're going to start with this aux tank, and that is definitely full. So 1 hour, 6 gallons. So 6 gallon hour on the aux tank. So it's a total of 12 gallons an hour for the whole airplane, but that's pretty darn good. 12 gallons an hour. Now we were at, some pretty high altitude, but that's pretty good. So 22.5 minus 6, 16.5 gallons. And that was an hour and a half.
No, 3 hour total flight. We did 1 hour on the auxes roughly, and then the rest of it.
Right, so we had 2 hours then. See if this engine had any more or less burn than the left one. What's your guess?
I'm gonna guess that this one used more.
More? You just cheated.
No.
By looking in there.
I was doing mental math.
38.9, so 39 basically minus 22. So it's 16. So we had, yeah, and we had 16 in the other one.
Wow.
So it's literally, that's an 8 gallons an hour. It's what it should be.
I wonder how it would change if you're using the turbos.
It would go up. It would definitely go up. Yeah, it would definitely go up. Well, depending on what altitude you're at, but we're doing pretty good. I mean, it's between a 6 and an 8 gallon burn, which is what we want to see in an 0320. We do have it leaned back, but not too aggressively. I think we had a little more aggressively leaned at first on the auxes, so we're going to take a little bit more easy and throttle back again, run a little bit richer for the rest of the trip. I think we're going to run out of daylight, so we might stop somewhere like St. Louis or something. We'll see. All right, total 45 gallons. Having these little injected engines, I can't wait until we can actually use the turbos and maybe suck on some oxygen. We got to do that before we sell it. All right, I'm good if you're good.
Let's roll. Woodward airport traffic, Twin Comanche departing 35 will be leaving the area to the east. Woodward.
Entered runway 35, 5,400 feet remaining.
You're welcome.
Why is she all up in my business like that?
Well, she saw your last landing.
All right, we'll try to, I got one more try today.
All right, let's get out of here. Full power, everything looks good. Everything's in the green. She hopped right up that time.
Have a good flight, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the help.
All right, next stop, St. Louis, Missouri.
Missouri. Yep.
The longer we fly this old Comanche, the better I feel about it, and the more excited I feel about this rescue.
We changed plans a little bit. Again, we've been flying by the weather, what's available. We got a little bit of broken clouds underneath us, but plenty of holes to get down, no problem. And we are headed to Southern Illinois. Everything's good. We got good power, and we got good fuel pressure, manifold pressure. So everything's going good. It's been a good flight. Besides my butt being tired.
Yeah, this seat basically doesn't have any cushion left in it. Somehow mine is better.
I think it's because everybody steps on this one getting over there.
Yeah, exactly.
All's well for now, so a little bit longer. We got about 51 minutes, and we'll be landing, and be a good day of flying.
Yep.
So we are about 15 minutes from landing, and the flight's been going awesome. All of the engine stuff, it's all happy. We got good stuff over here. It's been a good flight. We got some big old holes down here to get underneath, so we're good to go. So we're gonna drop some altitude. We're gonna get down through that hole. We're gonna land here at Southern Illinois, and we're gonna get some food. We're gonna get a hotel, and we're gonna also check out the airplane. It's been flying great.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about right there. It's kind of like a little bit of heaven that you can kind of just see and be with here. Whee! Yeah.
Just a little foot. 200 knots.
200.
Just into the yellow.
200 knots. It's our airspeed. 200. I gotta get a shot of this. This looks so cool.
Southern Illinois Tower. This is the Comanche 7520 Yankee, 12 miles west with X-ray and medical stuff. All right, you're down.
All right, so it looks like, man, good landing. Oh, that was a quick.
Yeah,
quick
it's not very far. It's not very...
I thought for sure we were gonna be like driving for a while. Ready, Dave?
Yep. Happy to be on the ground again. Perfect time.
Yeah. Got it. What airport are we even at?
I have to tell you this, like
land at like
3 times as we're landing.
6 airports that we get to.
2 more times in the hotel where we're at.
So we're at Southern Illinois Airport, and it's early, but I think it's warm enough for us to get this thing de-iced and take off. So we've got 2 more legs today, and then we'll be back at the rescue hangar. This thing will be officially rescued.
Oh yeah, look at all that frost.
Oh my God.
My side's clear.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your windshield, but look at the wings.
Yeah, it's pretty contaminated.
Yeah, we're going to have to de-ice this thing.
I should have slept in longer.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to somehow get this thing de-iced, maybe pull it into a hangar for a little bit, and then we're gonna take off.
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's get at it. Let's go find a place to stuff this thing.
Yeah.
Dave, are you the official de-icer here at the airport, or de-snower?
It's my side hustle.
Might actually clean it up a little bit too. So one way or the other, we're gonna get these wings cleaned off before we head out. Believe it or not, magic isn't what makes an airplane fly. A lot of money, definitely, but airflow does. You don't want to hang on the wings. You don't want to disrupt any of the airflow. So we had to make sure that we got all that frost, any snow, any of that stuff off the wings, so we were good to go.
It's those birds that always want to fly in front of me. Like they try to play chicken with you.
No, they're playing bird, not chicken. A little different. So we decided to let the airplane sit a little bit longer. We gave it about 2 hours so the wings are completely dry and there's no frost or anything on them, which is a smart thing to do. It really
doesn't help with aerodynamics. So it gave us a chance to get a couple copies. Now we're definitely ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, this morning, everything is like really, really happy. The mag drops have been good, but that was like
That was like the
pristine.
50. Yeah, that was
Pristine. I mean, it's crisp air. It's cold out here. That makes a difference. Yeah, I just think she likes to be flown.
You might hear us talk about doing a mag check. What it is we're switching between the two different mags. On an airplane engine, you got multiple sets of spark plugs, and you got two mags that operate each cylinder by themselves, so you have redundancy. If you have one mag go out or one spark plug go out, the engine still runs. Really important when you're 10,000 feet in the air, flying over cities and all kinds of people. We go with QAA. They do a great job, and you can count on them.
So we're in the green. Everything's looking good. We have another 4 hour and 30-minute flight, and we're back.
Southern Tower to Comanche 7520 Yankee, ready to go at 18 left.
520 Yankee Southern Tower, runway 18 left, go for takeoff.
Okay, we take off 18 left, can we do left turn out?
We just leveled off at around 11,500 foot. If you guys look at our flight, we're now doing 176 knots because we have a 31 knot tailwind. That's what I like to see. If we're using the turbos, we'd probably be going another 15 knots, 20 maybe. Well, we got 175 knots right now. We're at 11,200 or so, and it took our time from 4 hours and 30 minutes to 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank God for tailwinds. I'm glad we're not going the other way. Oh, and man, does that look beautiful out there. Look at that. Wow. Blessed to be able to do this, man. So this is us doing our hair for the camera. Right now, we're right about over top of, no, we already flew over top of Cincinnati. We got some really good tailwinds. It's going good. It's kind of quiet up here. We are above a cloud layer, but on the other side of the cloud layer, it's broken. You'll get right down and be good to go. So, and it's really not bad underneath of us. It's really broken underneath of us too. There's holes all over the place. So if you look here, 165 knot ground speed. We're at about 11.1, give or take. We got about an hour and 59 minutes. We're halfway there. All the engine gauges are happy. They're happy up here, happy out there, happy over here, which makes us happy in here.
Yep.
So we are 15 minutes outside, which is only a couple miles at 191 knots.
Approach 7520 Yankee, 10,000 descending. Chester County traffic, Twin, Comanche, 7520 Yankee, 8 west, inbound 29er.
All right, gear down.
Gear down a lot. Chester County traffic to Comanche, midfield is down with 29er.
You had to prove yourself on that one, didn't you?
Might be my last chance.
So we are back here at the Rescue Hangar at Chester County. That was one heck of a trip, man.
I can hear the excitement in your voice.
I'm just, man, it's another one rescued.
Yep.
It's another one rescued. Woo! Good job, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good job.
Thanks for your help.
Man, that was a long rescue flight.
How'd it go?
Really good. Really good. Of course, like the last day, we actually get tailwinds. The first 2 days, it was like no tailwinds whatsoever. Yeah, we're happy to be here, and the flight went good. Dave did awesome, and it's another airplane rescued. So this thing's rescued. We got a little bit of work to do to it yet. Kind of just shine it up, polish it up, and get it on the market. So then we make some more money for the Rescue Foundation. We make some more money for missions, and another airplane is flying again. And this one after 20 some years.
I feel like I need to go to the bathroom for the first time in 20 some years.
Good job, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good job. All right, guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel. If you haven't done it yet, you know what to do. Subscribe, like the videos, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And if one of you guys want this, let me know. It's not spoken for yet. And as always, take care. So we mentioned in the beginning of the video that the Twinkie is in fact tore apart in the rescue hangar here. It's torn apart not because we had any issues with it, but because it's part of our process here. Every airplane after its first rescue flight comes into the hangar, it gets completely tore down. It gets what's called a 100-hour inspection, which is almost a whole nother annual. We want to go over it. We want to make sure any kind of a squawk is taken care of, any issue, and see if we can find anything else, because some of these airplanes have sat for a long time. It's part of our process, and it makes sure that these airplanes are good to go. And that's a lot of good to go right over there.
Looks pretty nice sitting over
It
there.
does.